It has skin like armor and weighs as much as a brick. But inside this giant green sphere is the most delicate citrus on Earth. To get to it, we need a machine that acts like a surgeon. This is the pomelo. It's 30% waste, 70% treasure. The challenge isn't just growing it, it's figuring out how to get the juice out without the bitter rind ruining the flavor. We are tracking 50 tons of these giants through a high-tech facility that washes, peels, separates, and squeezes them faster than the eye can see. From a tree in the tropics to a bottle in your hand, this is the journey of the pomelo. But before the robots, the lasers, and the bottling lines, we have to go back to the beginning. In the heart of the citrus belt, the morning sun wakes the giants. This is the pomelo, *citrus maxima *, the ancient ancestor of the grapefruit and the largest citrus fruit on Earth. Harvesting these beasts requires care. Weighing up to 4 pounds each, a fall would bruise the delicate flesh inside. They are hand-clipped one by one. The fruits are loaded into ventilated field crates. The thick rind offers protection, but the clock is already ticking. Freshness is the currency here. From the quiet orchard, 50 tons of fruit begin their journey to a facility where nature meets high-tech engineering. The intake bay is the mouth of the beast. Here, the chaos of the harvest is organized into a continuous, flowing stream of citrus. First, the wet dump. The pomelos are plunged into waterfalls. This not only cleans them, but uses buoyancy to transport them gently without bruising. They undergo a pre-soak. Agitated water loosens the stubborn field dust and pests clinging to the textured, oil-rich rind. Like pilgrims ascending, the clean fruit is lifted from the flume, ready for the rigorous hygiene standards of the processing floor. Next, the high-pressure car wash. Rotating bristles and water jets scrub the rind to surgical cleanliness. No bacteria can pass this point. Electronic eyes scan every fruit at lightning speed. Size, color, and blemishes are analyzed. If a pomelo isn't perfect, it's rejected instantly. To peel a fruit this complex, size matters. The flow is calibrated, sorting the giants from the runts, so the peeling robots can grip them correctly. The peeling line. This is where engineering meets biology. Each fruit is spiked and held firm, ready for the most difficult step of the process. Before the thick pith is removed, some factories harvest the zest. This oil is liquid gold, used for perfumes and flavors. Now the heavy lifting. The blade adjusts to the fruit's contour, shaving away the inch-thick layer of bitter white pith without cutting the juicy flesh. The waste is massive, nearly 30% of the fruit's volume. But in a modern factory, nothing is trash. This pith will become pectin or animal feed. Machines are precise, but not perfect. The finishing line is human. Skilled workers trim the last stubborn bits of pith to ensure zero bitterness. To access the juice sacs, the fruit is topped and tailed, opening up the internal structure for segmentation. A brief sauna, mild heat or enzyme bath loosens the tough membranes that hold the segments together, preparing them for separation. Gentle pressure is applied. The fruit naturally wants to split along in segments. The machine coaxes it apart, preserving the integrity of the juice sacs. Physics takes over. In the flotation tank, the unwanted membranes rise and are skimmed off, leaving only the pure, heavy juice segments. A vibrating table spreads the harvest. This isn't just drying. It's a final presentation for the cameras that look for foreign objects. Lasers peer through the translucent flesh. Seeds, the enemy of a smooth drink, are targeted and blown out with surgical accuracy. For pure juice, the segments enter the press. A screw auger applies increasing pressure, bursting the vesicles and releasing the tart, sweet liquid. We use a cold press method. No heat is generated, ensuring that the delicate floral aroma of the pomelo isn't cooked away. The centrifuge spins at 4,000 revolutions per minute. It clarifies the juice, adjusting the pulp content to the exact specification, smooth or home style. But some customers want texture. Whole juice sacs, harvested earlier, are gently folded back into the liquid, creating a drinkable fruit experience. In the blending hall, consistency is key. Since fruit varies by season, master blenders adjust the mix to ensure every bottle tastes exactly the same. The lab is the final gatekeeper. They measure Brix and acidity. If the balance isn't perfect, the batch doesn't leave the tank. Flash pasteurization. We heat the juice for just 15 seconds. It's a race against time. Kill the bacteria, but save the flavor. Or, for the ultra-premium line, we use high-pressure processing. We squeeze the bottles with water pressure equal to the bottom of the ocean. We make the bottles on-site to ensure sterility. Tiny preforms are blown up like balloons into the final shape, seconds before filling. The bottles are inverted and rinsed with sterolator. Not a speck of dust is allowed inside. The rotary filler fills 500 bottles a minute. It's a blur of centrifugal force and precision hydraulics. A single drop of liquid nitrogen is added. It vaporizes instantly, pushing out oxygen and rigidifying the bottle for stacking.
Just before the cap goes on, a needle drops liquid nitrogen in. It instantly vaporizes, pushing out oxygen and pressurizing the bottle.
The caps are torqued on tight. The bottle is now a sealed vault, locking in the freshness for the journey ahead. High-speed labelers apply the brand. The distinct colors of the pomelo packaging signal freshness to the consumer. Every bottle gets a tattoo, the date and time of birth. This traceability allows the factory to track a bottle back to the specific orchard block. One final security check. X-rays look through the bottle to ensure no glass, metal, or foreign objects have slipped. They are bundled into six-packs. Heat shrink film creates a sturdy unit, ready for the palletizer. The heavy lifting is for robots. The palletizer builds perfect, stable stacks, ready for the warehouse. A final cocoon of stretch wrap secures the load. These towers of juice are now stable enough to survive a forklift ride. The cold chain must not be broken. The juice waits here in the refrigerated warehouse, kept just above freezing. Orders come in, and the pallets move out. They are loaded into pre-cooled trucks, ensuring the temperature never spikes. The journey continues. These bottles will be on supermarket shelves by tomorrow morning. The final destination. Amidst a sea of orange and apple, the unique pink hue of the pomelo juice catches the eye. Meanwhile, the leftovers find new life. The bitter pith is dried. It's rich in fiber and pectin. The essential oil harvested earlier is refined. This valuable extract is sold to perfume houses and candy manufacturers.
The liquids from the zest line are spun. The crystal clear essential oil separates from the water. It smells like concentrated sunshine.
The pith becomes pectin powder. Without this byproduct, your morning strawberry jam wouldn't set. Any remaining fiber is pressed into feed blocks. Even the cows get a taste of the harvest.
The remaining solids are compressed into nutrient-dense blocks. These will feed local livestock, closing the agricultural loop.
Water is precious. The factory cleans and recycles its processed water, often returning it to the very orchards that grew the fruit. Every night, the clean-in-place system takes over. Hot acid and caustic solutions scour the pipes. The factory cleans itself. We verify cleanliness with ADP swabs. If a surface fails the test, the entire line is re-cleaned. The machines are tuned like race cars. Dull blades mean wasted fruit, so they are sharpened daily. The human element is the biggest risk. Strict hygiene protocols ensure that workers don't bring the outside world into the clean zone. From the control room, the entire symphony is conducted. Digital eyes watch every drop, ensuring efficiency and safety. The result? A glass of pure sunshine. Sweet, tart, and complex. A flavor that only the pomelo can provide. It's more than just a drink. It's the essence of the orchard, captured and delivered to your table.
That's exactly what I needed.
As the sun sets, the factory keeps humming. The giant citrus never sleeps during harvest season. Nature takes 6 months to build a pomelo. We take 30 minutes to bottle it. It's a partnership of patience and speed.
A quick time-lapse of the orchard. Shadows race across the ground. Nature takes months to do what the factory processes in minutes.
And so, the line rests, but only for a moment. Tomorrow, another 50 tons of giant fruit. The crates are washed and returned to the field, closing the loop. In the nursery, the next generation of giants is beginning. Innovation never stops. We are always looking for better ways to capture that perfect flavor.
That hit the mark closer to the golden ratio.
The acidity is still too high in this sample. We need a better sugar-acid balance.
But the lower pH enhances the grapefruit notes we wanted.
Modern processing is green. Solar power drives the peelers and presses, reducing our carbon footprint. This facility is the engine of the community, providing livelihoods for hundreds of families.
Shift change shows the human impact. The factory is the heartbeat of the local economy, supporting hundreds of families.
From this rural valley, our pomelo juice reaches breakfast tables in Tokyo, New York, and London. This is the goal, a single, perfect vessel of juice. Simple, yet difficult to achieve. You could do this at home, but it would take an hour. We do it in seconds, so you don't have to. Pure, simple, pomelo. Thanks for joining us inside the process. Stay fresh.